Family, what's going on? It is Kyle Henderson of Bama Football on YouTube. Thank you for joining me for this special watch along tonight between Oregon and Indiana in the Peach Bowl. This will be play-by-play. This will be some observations. We'll be hanging out tonight. So I appreciate you guys kicking it with me, as always, inside the comment box. I'm going to put a poll right now. I would imagine that everybody has Indiana winning, but let's just say, who wins this game? I'm going to type I for Indiana, and I'm going to type O for Oregon. All right, I have just started that poll. Let me know who you think wins this game. Keelan Russell, what's up, man? Or the GOAT, I appreciate you being here. Broderick, what's up? I'll give some shout-outs here in a little while. Just hanging out tonight. You know, I'm going to go over some news before the game starts. There's Portal Combat, the latest news. There's a lot to keep up with, so I will keep you posted on that, and we will have our scoreboard. I'll make some observations, and, you know, we'll hang out tonight right here on Bama Football on YouTube. Is there anyone, I'm curious to see how many people think Oregon wins this game. Yo, I'd be shocked if Oregon wins this game. After watching Indiana, what they did to Alabama, right? That team just looks absolutely ferocious, like in every sense of the word. I mean, offense, defense. I mean, they were just fantastic. And last night, we saw a really good game between two really good football teams. Came down to the wire in Miami. We kind of hit on those, you know, key points why Miami was able to win. They established the run, right? 50 attempts for, you know, over 100 and whatever yards. They had elite pass rush, and their playmakers made plays. And on the other side of the ball, you know, Ole Miss had a really good quarterback. They had a really good running back, and they had great special teams. So you kind of look at the difference of like these type of teams to Alabama, and that's kind of where you want to get. But I think there's a fine line between these teams and Alabama. So with that said, before the game starts, let's go over a couple pieces of news that we have to go over because there's a lot coming in. So the biggest headline is, and I'm sure you guys have seen it everywhere, but Cam Coleman is in Tuscaloosa. All right, that's been confirmed by everybody that knows everything. I haven't seen. I live here, right? The newsbreakers don't live here sometimes, but I haven't seen him, you know, in the hood. So, but Cam Coleman is here, and I'll go more into that on Wake Up Bama, the podcast that you don't want to miss, which will drop tomorrow at 4 a.m. I haven't cut it. So I'm going to cut that tonight at like 10:30 because I would imagine that news comes out, and then I'm going to still wake up tomorrow and go get the workout in because I'm a machine, all right? I know. I'm a machine, and I'm not afraid of work. The only thing is that I need is just if I can get quality sleep, I'm straight. If I get quality sleep, quality a workout, because I eat well, so I'll be good for it. But I just, you know, I want to put on a good product for you guys. So Cam Coleman is in the house. We'll see where it goes. I do find it interesting, and I think it bodes well for Alabama that this was the last sorry, I just got a text regarding my daughter. That this was the last visit for Cam Coleman, right? Cam Coleman coming over here, the last place. I think that bodes well for Alabama. And again, I'll tell you why and my thoughts kind of later on Wake Up Bama, which will drop tomorrow at 4 a.m. All right, so we got Austin Mack and Keelan Russell. They re-signed with Alabama. Did you guys think that they were going somewhere else? The re-signing announcements are really weird. I'm happy that they did, clearly. And I get fully where we are in life and in college football, right? But, man, it's like I can't believe that we're at this point where you have to have these guys re-sign. It's like, where were they going, right? And I was wondering, and I'll talk about this too on Wake Up Bama, as I was like, yo, what were the contracts like? Are they like, is it a multi-year contract? Do they have to re-sign again? Is it multi-year? Is it a 2-year contract? Right? Is it a 3-year? I don't know. What is it? Do you think it's just a 1-year contract? I don't know. And Football 09 is saying that he thinks Austin starts next year. I mean, you saw the first quarterback that they put in right after Ty. It wasn't like they were flipping and flopping. The first quarterback that they put in every single time was Austin Mack. So I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But Everybody else thinks that Keelan is just going to surpass Austin Mack. If Austin Mack thought he was going to, in my opinion, if Austin Mack thought he was going to get surpassed, he would bounce out. I think that Austin Mack feels he's going to be the starter, and Keelan Russell's going to wait one more year before he plays. And I don't think that there's going to be a two-platoon system. Coach Kalen DeBoer, once he's got his quarterback, that is the only quarterback that he'll play for the entire season. Jimothy Lewis, I know you guys love the name. Looks like he is predicted to Cal or has already committed to Cal, so you'll miss on him. That is a reserve offensive lineman. I don't know how big of a loss it is, but you're starting to wonder. You're like, man, kind of missing on some of these guys. We need some linemen in, right? The wide receiver that we loved, Tony Diaz, right? University of Texas, Rio Grande. He signed with Iowa. Like, he announces, like, Bama offered, boom, I'm going to Iowa City to be a Hawkeye. What? I don't even – people were saying that he was in town today. I don't think he came, right? Let's see who else we got. We have Javon Campbell. That's a new name to watch from Kentucky. Defensive lineman, right? Alabama added a punter today, and Ty Haywood is back in play for Alabama, right? Yeah, and I'm messing with some new emojis. So let me see. Let me know what you think. Can you guys see them? If you're a fan funder, you should be able to use the emojis. Will you type Y and N for no inside the comment box with the emojis? I want to see how they look, because I don't know if the emojis look good or not. I'm always tooling with things. All right. Okay. So these guys clearly. They re-signed both of our guys. Austin Mack played in 4 games, 228 yards. Keelan only played in 2 games, 143 yards with 2 touchdowns. I'll go more on that with, on Wake Up Bama. Okay, yeah, that looks good. I like how the Y and N look. Okay, that's sufficient. Those will pass, all right? Okay, I like those. And here's what you want to see, right? This is the board that everybody talks about. This is the good one. Okay. So let's see what we got here. We got Ty Haywood. I'm starting from left all the way down to the bottom. I got Ty Haywood, Michigan, right? He hit the transfer portal. He's a new target for Bama. That would be great. Jordan Ross was supposed to come over here. He never came here, and he committed to LSU. Okay. And you have Jimothy Lewis. Looks like he's going to commit to Cal. He came over here on Sunday. He was in Tuscaloosa on Sunday. You have DJ Chester, who is in town today, right? You have Cam Coleman, who is in town right now. A lot of Cams, but none like Cam Coleman, right? Shoot. That would be the biggest slam dunk, because I would say this. Oh, this is the full screen look. I would say this. Right now, people feel probably like Bama's image, kind of brand, has been hurt a little bit, right? No, like they're not playing tonight. People like poking fun at Bama, whatever. But I think if Bama's able to get Cam Coleman, that changes the script right there, at least where we're at right now, right? Because, see, like Angel, he's hurt. I get it. People are hurt. But if you get the number 1 transfer prospect, but then I was wondering, too, and I'm going to go in detail on this tomorrow on the program, man, I think we need linemen. We need to make sure that we're spending money on linemen. If we're going all in on, like, Coleman, that's cool, but we need linemen. We got Brock Reicher. No real detail on if this guy is going to schedule a visit. We got Adam Watford, who committed today. This is the punter, right? It was like 46.6 per punt. Carmelo O'Neal, he's a safety out of Mercer. He was in town. Tony Diaz committed to Iowa. Committed to Iowa? Really? We got a kicker in here. From Marshall. He's on the radar too, and you have a tight end as well. And Jacarius Peak ended up committing to South Carolina. So as we go forward, I'll probably build another graphic that showcases the targets and kind of where they went and kind of get them off the board and get new targets on the board. It's kind of always a work in progress, this graphic, because it's a lot of moving parts. I mean, you go take a bite of your sandwich and then, somebody else has committed somewhere else, so it's like kind of herding cats. You know how it is. Kurt Signetti in Indiana running onto the field right now. Indiana unbeaten, the only unbeaten team in the country. What are they favored by in this game? I never found out what they were favored by. So tonight is the watch along. We're going to watch this game together. We're going to put a scoreboard up. We'll make some observations. We'll see if this Indiana team can continue its dominant performance. But I'm kind of just warming up the show, going over the news. And then if any news happens tonight while we're here, we'll just cover it. So those are the targets, okay? Now, let's look at who we got in the tank right now. And I would imagine this entire board fills out by the 16th. And look, I like the commitment so far, for sure. It's been kind of like an up and down, and I think, just as you get down, you feel that a player, you get news that a player has re-signed. How do you guys feel about the players re-signing? Do you like it? I mean, I guess it's better than them leaving. The re-signing is just, it's going to take me some time to get used to it. And 7809 has Brock has a prediction to Penn State. Oh, wow. I didn't see that, man. Thanks for the heads up. Wow. That's crazy. Yeah, good intel. Yeah, the announcements are a little weird. Askel, what's up, man? I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Yeah, I put all day work into this. Yeah. So, and I got and I've been very open with you guys. Like, I have my kids full time. I'm a full time dad. But they do go to their moms every other weekend, and we're great. We co-parent very well, and that's all families operate different, and the kids are doing amazing. So tonight I don't have them, so I'm just hanging out. I mean, it is what it is. It's cool. It's a Friday night. You should see how bad it rained here in Tuscaloosa. So this won't be as formal as like our normal shows. But I'll be hanging out with you guys for sure. We'll watch this game. Oregon's running onto the field, so turn your TV on. Don't get mad if I'm a little bit behind you. That's a constant thing on this thing. But let's go over the portal commitments for Bama real quick. Josh Ford in the tank. He's already here. He's been here since like mid-December. You have Hollywood Smothers who came in. Does it feel like Monday was like a really long time ago? It feels like it was forever ago. And I'm working on some new gear, by the way. Some new like merch, some like undefeated, because I was like, I would like to restart some of the raffles again. And I can't do like the Alabama gear anymore. That's a trademark infringement, which I had no idea about, but you can't do that. So, and what's crazy is that other sites still do that. But I don't know. So I can't do that anymore. But what I can do is I could raffle my own merch. So I was thinking about this. Let me know what you think about this. Well, I'll see if I can get the new merch up. But let me finish out the list real quick. Caleb Woodson, he's in. Devin Tompkins, he's in. Caden Strayhorn, he's in. Ethan Tangle, he's in. And then today, Adam Watford, he's in as well. All right. Can you guys see what needs to be adjusted on this graphic? There's one thing that needs, let's see how detail-oriented you are. I see what it is. What needs to be added to this graphic to make it 100% complete? Okay? Something is missing. Remember that game where you had to like look and with like a magnifying glass? What do we need to add? Hey, what's up, Stod? 834. Well, you know what, man? You're getting the same. You're getting the same offensive line coach. And I wonder if that's hurting Bama. I'm dead serious. I am dead serious. Yes, Bama girl, you got it. Punter. Yes, we got to add punter. No, this is our targets page right here. Okay, so we got our targets page here. These guys are in the tank. These guys are committed. But what we need to add is punter. Yes. So we had to go here and paste this down here. There you go. Punter. Okay, now all is great in the world. Oof, man. See, but listen. Do you think that, because people talk, right? Do you think that Alabama's not getting, like, dead serious? Do you think, yeah, I know, Dylan, I know I saw that. Do you think that because Coach Kapilovic is here, it's hurting Alabama getting offensive linemen? Like, I'm dead serious. I don't know. I'm going to talk about that on the podcast tomorrow. Because, look, we only have one offensive lineman that has committed so far. Isn't that a little strange considering that we're going to have to retool our entire offensive line? Isn't that weird to you? I don't know. People keep saying that they're going to make changes after the transfer portal. I'm just like, well, once the transfer portal is closed, it's closed. All right, here we go. Indiana has kicked. And Oregon has returned the football to start off the game. So Oregon will start off, and a big hit, of course, by Indiana. It seems like this Indiana team just has so much momentum, right? This is a team that absolutely buried Alabama. So it'll be 1st and 10 for Dante Moore. Favored to go, I guess, the second pick or the second quarterback pick in the draft. Appreciate you guys hanging out. This is a live scoreboard watch along. We got an Indiana player down. Fam, did you see this as well? You have Cole Adams. He committed to Vanderbilt, right? So this is what we got over here. We got Cole Adams, Mbakwe, Ionita, starting to fill out. You know what? Guys are going to the SEC. Oh, yeah. So in terms of, like, the whole merch stuff, yeah, so I'm working like a new graphic. So for, like, hoodies. Would you guys be interested to see? I'll show you guys a screen of it. I was working on it earlier today, and that's what I could. Then I could raffle off those, right? I could raffle off like a hat or a hoodie or whatever. What's up, Boo Man? How you doing, bro? Hey, is that Alabama playing on TV? That's funny. Ha ha ha. No, Alabama's at home. We're at home. Little pass off to the outside. It's going to be picked. It is a pick six to start the game. Oh, my goodness. Just like that, Indiana with a pick six to start the game. Whoa, my goodness. Wow. I mean, Dante Moore just threw it right to the receiver. Cornerback was right there, read it all the way. And just like that, Indiana, there's 14 minutes and 49 seconds left in the first quarter. The game literally just started. First play of the game is a pick six. Oh, my God. Jeez, man. Yo, Indiana coming with it. Kicks up is good, 7-0. Pick six. Man. Oh, that's Pons. That's their top corner. He's like, remember, that's the guy who hurt Ty. Remember that everyone was clowning on him because of his size. He's like 5'9", 179, and then he knocks out our quarterback. Look at that. Bink. Picked. Pick six. Just like that. And wow. That's not how you look. Dante Moore, this is the guy that's better than Ty Simpson. Right? They're going to pick him in the draft first. Oof, fine. He'll be perfect for the Jets. So it is 7-0, and Indiana is cooking. Pick 6 to start the game. Stod says, should we become Indiana? Yeah, I don't know. Should I hit the portal? Right? Should I just start covering Texas Tech? I mean, move to Lubbock? I really could do my job from anywhere. I mean, as long as I have a fast internet, I can do whatever. I still do things off my computer. Like, I don't really do a lot from my phone. What's up, James Gould? Good to see you, man. I would love to have Signetti at Bama. The board's going to be – I think, man, I don't think Bama gets Signetti. I think, now that Cuban is back in Indiana, man, he'll just have a lifetime contract over there. He's already making what? 11.6? Yeah. Yeah, it's been raining all day. All right, so here is the second offensive possession for Oregon after a pick 6. And Signetti's I agree, Kim. He's like an evil Saban. All right, pitch out to the outside. It's going to be a small, moderate gain. And Perry says this with the super chat. If Indiana runs away with the title, does perception change on the loss? I don't know. What's wrong with the audio? Does the audio sound good? Weird. I have like a little crowd, like a simulation crowd in the back. It kind of sounds like white noise. I just took it off. See, because if it's just like this, it's just like blank. But then if I add this, it's like crowd noise. So this is like no crowd noise. Let's think of it as a little tiny white noise in the background. It's off now. It should just be my voice. I don't know if it changes. Bama fans are never going to forget that loss. And the way that it happened, and I think you lost the first game, and then the way that you lost the last game, starting like that and ending like that, it was perfect. It was like perfect how the season was, like up and down, right? Yeah, I watched that game in November. I did. Dante Moore back to pass, little screen out to the running back. He's going to get, looks like a first down. See, everybody's running backs are really good after first contact, right? I even like that play. We never ran screens like that. Never. Rarely. I don't know. Let's see what happens before we judge who's going to play in the championship game. But I mean, Indiana and Miami, I'm down for that. That'll be a good one. I was going to do something. Crimson Angel, what's up, man? Kyle, at work, I wore an Indiana jersey. My coworker is an Indiana fan. Oh, man, that's a rough punishment. You're wearing an Indiana jersey? Oh, I know what I was going to do. I was going to get the stats up. Oh, what a day. What a day. It's been busy. It's been good. I like busy days. All right, Peach Bowl. All right, live stats. All right. Shotgun formation, Dante Moore back to pass. Fires it to an open wide receiver who drops the ball. Wow. Terrible. You know, isn't Malik Benson on this squad? I don't think that was him who just dropped that. How did he drop that pass? Oh, my goodness. That was terrible. Yeah, Bama played like trash in the back end for sure, bro. Yeah, they had some spurts, when they peaked during that middle run. I don't know. Disco's asking a damn good question. He's like, is Indiana returning? I don't know. That's a really good – that might be the most important question of college football, right? It can be like 25-year-olds coming back. Pass over the middle. It's going to be another first down. Nice little – see, those crossing patterns, when I'm always talking like crossing routes, crossing patterns, What you just saw right there for that first down, that's what I'm talking about. Oh, I know what we have to do to this too. We need a little we need to know what quarter it is. There you go. Oh, they say that Cam only wants $2 million? Oh, that's change. They'll be able to give that to him. Give him $2 million and what? Promise him 60 catches? 1-year contract for $2 million? They'd be able to get that done easy. Look at this running back. See, first point of contact, gets a little bit more. I like this running back right here. 22. Harris. Yo, 808 inside the comment box. This is what I've been trying to spit out. This right here. Do you see? You're exactly right, bro. And it's specifically the last night and tonight. Okay, because we already know Indiana's running backs. But these running backs for Oregon, they're good. Really good. Like, I don't know. Everybody, it feels like the running backs are better. Look at this right here. Up the middle, really good blocking, tough running. Right there, I'll take that all day. It was a 3rd and 3. Okay, let's see what they do on 3rd and 3. Do you think they go A, do they do Wildcat? B, do they run it, play action, screen, crossing route, RPO? I guarantee you they don't do Wildcat. 7-0 in the first quarter, 10 minutes to play. See, I took off. Is this cool? Because I had some, like, fake sound in the back. Dante Moore, little check down to the running back, first down. Not bad. Let's see. DSGB said, Kyle, Indiana coach told the broadcast before they played Alabama that his team was better than just think about that. Yeah. They knew, man. Right? I know. I'm never going to get past. I'm going to have to talk to somebody about that Wildcat play. In the offseason, I'll be like, hey, I had to talk to somebody. That messed me up, man. It was like I got caught in the jet wash. All right, 1st and 10. Yeah, Cignetti, I think, knew that they were better than Bama clearly, right? Ooh, I love this run right here. A little option read up the middle. Call it 6 yards. Oregon's moving the football right now. This is a 10-play, 53-yard drive. They have 6 runs for 27 yards and 3 for 4 passing for 26 yards. Super chat in for Gavin. What's up, Gavin? I appreciate the love, bro. We got to think, Kyle. There will be transfers from Ole Miss soon, and tonight's losing team will have a lot in the portal we could potentially get. Ooh, yeah, interesting for sure. Yeah, I was thinking about that. And what happens to the team that plays in the championship, like on the 19th? Will they just get like the bottom of the cookie barrel? All right, play action. Dante Moore rolling out. Finds his tight end, I would assume, number 18. At least he looks like a tight end. And that's going to be a first down. Love that play. Now, that's a tight end. Jeez, man. Who's Sadiq from Oregon? Man, look at this man. Look at this guy. Hey, Spence became a fan funder. That's what's up, bro. Yeah, I mean, look, this Oregon team is putting together one hell of a drive. 11 plays, 58 yards so far. Time of possession, 6:20. I like it so far. Yeah, and I appreciate the super chat, man. Thank you. Yeah, you're going to get some, I mean, do you get some portal players from these squads? I don't know. We need some linemen. Do we need linemen, or are we just saying that? I'll bring up the lineman board right here. Okay, look. You know me, I'm working on these graphics all day long. And this is where our graphics are. They're on a timeout. Perfect place to talk about the tight ends. All right, let's see. We'll duplicate this, and then we'll bring this up. Okay. Do we need linemen? Does Alabama need linemen? Here's the lineman right here. I even got Caden Strayhorn on. Okay, so you have 12. Do we need linemen? How many linemen do we need? It would seem like we need some veterans, right? Yo, that tight end, Sadiq is a monster product. Roger, he's a monster, right? Okay, let's just say we have to put an offensive line together right now. Like, let's say we have a game tomorrow. Okay, who's our left tackle? Is it Jackson Lloyd? Absolutely no experience, but I guess. Okay, who's our left guard? Will Sanders, I guess. Yeah, dirt bike. There you go. Okay. Uh oh, is he Mark Smith? Yo, that guy, I told you, the first time I saw that kid, 18 with Oregon, I drafted him right away. Uh, Incredible talent. Where's he from? Okay, at center, I guess uh Caden Strayhorn, right? Okay, right guard, uh either Tyrell Miller or Casey Poe, and then right tackle Michael Carroll, right? Does that sound like a sufficient offensive line? I don't know. What's up, Soli? Good to see you. Adam East, what's going on, man? Yeah, we saw Caleb Odom last night, right? I didn't really see him do much. I'd have to look at the stat line. That quarterback is phenomenal. You saw he got denied another year, his like 6th year or whatever. Another guy I saw got denied his 7th year. 7 years? These guys are like Van Wilder, man. Did you know this? I saw this. Carson Beck came in to college the same class as Bryce Young. Did you see that? Think about that. Bryce Young's in the right? Bryce Young is in the NFL. He's been in the NFL for what, 2 or 3 seasons? Is this Bryce's 3rd year or 2nd year? I think it's his 3rd. Man. Do you think DeBoer will fire anybody? No, I don't, Gavin. I appreciate it, Brandon. Thanks for the super chat. I don't. Look, I think that DeBoer's just a loyal dude, and there's nothing wrong with loyalty. I mean, we just talked about loyalty on the show the other day, you know, with the loyalty with Ty Simpson, because loyalty doesn't exist anymore. But I don't think that. I think he's loyal, and I think that's how he's built some of that camaraderie with his staff throughout the years. I think, you know, I feel that I don't think they'll make a change at offensive line. What do you think? I don't know. Dante Moore back to pass. He's got protection, plenty of protection. He goes deep, overthrows, and that is going to be incomplete. Josh says loyalty is bad in football. I mean, well, I was asking Josh earlier, and I want to think about this more and maybe ask some points to ponder. But do you think that Alabama is maybe missing out on some of these offensive linemen because Coach Kapilovic's still here? I don't know. Maybe they're not putting too much of an emphasis on offensive linemen. Big 3rd and 12 right here for Oregon. Shotgun formation. Here comes pressure. It's picked up. Nice throw over the middle. Big touchdown pass right there by Dante Moore. Wow. 3rd and 12. Come through with a big touchdown to Jamiri Johnson. 19-yard touchdown pass. 7-7. Wow. Man, what a great drive. The drive was 14 plays, 75 yards, 7 minutes and 38 seconds. It consisted of 5 of 7 passing for 50 yards, 7 rushes for 25 yards, and then a big 3rd down conversion, including 6 first downs. Yo, that was one hell of a drive. Woo, man, we got ourselves a game, fam. We haven't even seen Indiana's offense yet. Wow. That was type Y with the new emoji inside the comment box if you think that was an impressive drive. Type N with the new emoji if you think that it wasn't. And thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it. And I think we got another super chat come in. Hey, veteran, thank you so much, man. We appreciate it. What branch were you in? Yeah, and thank you for your service. As I always say on here on Bama Football on YouTube, we appreciate all veterans. And if you're in the United States military right now, away from your family, protecting our freedom, we appreciate that, right? I've never flown a flag outside of my house as like some sort of like political statement. I fly it out there because like I lived in Washington, D.C. I've lived in many different places in the country. But specifically when I was in D.C., I lived in Virginia and I lived in D.C. 2 different times. But anybody from D.C., Virginia area, you'll know what I'm talking about. So I lived in Alexandria, right at Braddock Station, and my roommate was from Nagasaki, Japan, Orocovis, Puerto Rico, and I had another roommate from Iowa. And every morning we would take the subway and the metro. Blue or yellow line would get us to like Federal Triangle. I worked down right next to the White House. And we would stop at Pentagon. Are you guys cool with stories? I've lived like a Forrest Gump life. I have stories for days. So I would take the metro and get off at I think I would transfer at LaFont Plaza and then end up at Federal Triangle, something like that. But we would stop at Pentagon. And I always thought it was such an honor to ride with people who were getting off at the Pentagon, right? And I was able to meet some, top political people. I used to give tours of the Capitol, believe it or not. And I always just found it such an honor, right? Such a privilege. And then if I was riding with like people from the military, I was like, man, like this is such an amazing opportunity. And so, and I have a relative who's very high ranking in the National Guard. One of my best friends was a cook in the Navy. He's now passed away. So I have great appreciation. So whatever branch you're in, like, thank you so much. If you are, if you're currently in the United States military, we appreciate you. So that's my story. All right. So thank you so much. And I appreciate you. All right. Another super chat from Ozzy. He's just like, we just suck. Oh, man. All right. And Lag Gaming. What's up, Lag? Good to see you, dog. Oregon moved right down the field like it was nothing. Bama couldn't even, we had to use a backup quarterback to get 3 points. Right? Man. Shoot. So it is 7-7 in the damn, look at the Peach Bowl. Looks amazing. Are there any Oregon fans that went? Dirty South, what's up, man? Oh, yeah, I just been in the lab, dude, for sure. I had to put WD-40 on my desk because it goes, it stands and sits because that thing was getting a little bit heavy. All right. Okay, so let's see. This is the first time that we have seen, and thanks again for the super chat, Lag Gaming. I appreciate it. And to everybody so far, thank you. Yeah, I appreciate it. So this is the first time that we're going to see Indiana's offense. I mean, here we have 7 minutes and 11 seconds in the first quarter, and Indiana has 7 points, which was because of a pick six. And kind of looking at keys of the game, Oregon put together a stellar drive that went all the way down the field and put it in the end zone. Here comes Indiana. Fernando Mendoza, shotgun formation or a pistol set, hands off to one of their running backs. They ran the ball 50 times against Bama. 50. Same thing with Miami last night. They ran the ball 50 times. Oregon so far, 7 runs, 25 yards, right? Yeah, the Indiana fans, man, you're right. I was like, where are the Oregon? Oh, I see some Oregon fans kind of to that small cluster over there. And don't say it's hard to fly to Atlanta. You can fly into Atlanta from everywhere, right, Anna? Tell them. You could catch a direct flight from there to like Johannesburg. Fernando Mendoza, back to pass, little high, but it's completed. I mean, he barely threw the ball against Bama. What was he, 14 of 18 or something like that? Yes, and Cole Adams signed with Vandy. Yeah. In case you missed it. What's up, 1776? Good to see you up inside the comment box. All right, let's see what we got. 3rd and 4 for Indiana. 4 wide receivers. Fernando Mendoza. Here comes pressure. Heisman Trophy winner throws in. Oh, my God. What a catch. Is that Charlie Becker? No, I don't think so. Who is that? Is that Surratt? Yeah, that's Surratt. Yo, look at this throw. Stands up. Beautiful ball. Yo, oh, my goodness. What a catch. Oh, my God. Would we have caught that? No, I'm serious. Would we have caught that? I don't know. That was a grown man catch. That was an NFL catch. Gavin chimes in. He was 14 to 16. I knew it was something like that. Next up, back to the run, ground and pound. Man, these are some good teams right here, fam. I'm telling you. I know you're probably like, but it is what it is. These teams are ultra talented. That was a hell of a throw, hell of a catch, great blocking. Shoot. Yeah, will we have caught that? 3808 says, no, I agree, bro. Yeah, Young Forever is like, hell nah. All right, let's see what we got here. Shotgun formation. You got 3 wide receivers. You got a tight end to the left, and I don't know, someone taking a timeout? All right, someone's taking a timeout. Now, thanks for being here, by the way. We're just hanging out, just celebrating college football. So we're just enjoying life. We got another super from Gavin. What's up, Gavin? This feels like, man, that hurts, right? To see that. I mean, you look at and you know what? One of the things that I have been thinking about, 2nd and 11 for Indiana. Little handoff. Oh my goodness, this does look like Bama. You guys. So for a while, I think after the game, I think after the game, I was so dead set on everything being pointed at Ryan Grubb. Okay, I was, and I for the most part I still am. But listening to you all and then watching the last couple games and going through the offensive line, you guys have made me realize, and I think we've man, what a throw outside by Fernando Mendoza, another first down. You guys have helped me realize that the offensive line play too was a huge reason why Alabama's offense sputtered. And I think the running backs as well. We just didn't have explosive running backs, or they weren't used correctly. But I think Grubb, combined with the offensive line, combined with injuries at running backs or just not having explosive guys back there, it was like the perfect storm. Plus, our guys couldn't catch the ball, right? Look at this. Yo, this is a ground and pound, imposing, dominating offensive line. I'll tell you what, if we get the opportunity to see Indiana's offensive line against Miami's defensive line, my goodness. This is terrific. What we're watching right here is fantastic football. Yo, Wade, what's up, dog? Yeah. Let's see. Davis says, Kyle, Horton isn't a 50-50 guy in route running. And it's because he's fast number 2 in the portal. It's because he just played at Bama. Look at this guy. Oh, my goodness. What a run. Yo, so where did that comment go? This is, okay. Okay, Davis, 100%, bro. I think players, look, I'm dead serious. I think players have figured out. Do you agree with me on this point? I think players have figured out if you go to Bama for just 1 year and then you portal surf out, you just increase your pay. Even if you don't play here, it's just like, hey, let's get to Bama. They can hold 105 scholarships. I'll just go there, be a backup play, but I'll hit the transfer the next year, and people know I went to Bama, and I'll get the Bama bump paycheck. Look at that blocking right there. Oh, my goodness, man. Oh, woo, man. It might have been slightly a hold. I don't know. But these guys are running these guys are pounding the rock. Indiana already has 6 runs for 41 yards. Look at this outside. Is that a hold right here by 78? I don't know. At least he picked up. I mean, they're big, physical offensive linemen. You saw that by 78, right? That was a hell of a lead block. Let's see what they do. This is the difference too. Look what they're going to do inside the red zone. Look right here. I don't think they'll do anything fancy. Shotgun formation. Look, hand it off. Okay, fine. That's okay. Yo, Gavin, 100%, bro. What we're seeing right here is fantastic football. Jeez. This, I'm telling you, fam, watching this game is like a real eye-opener. Tosh Lapointe. Oh, he's going to be the new coach at Cal, right? College football's wild. He's still coaching in this game. And what? How is he managing Cal's roster? Isn't he the head football coach at Cal? What is he doing? Fly to Berkeley at night? Shotgun formation, 2nd and goal. Fernando Mendoza, throw to the outside. Nice ball, touchdown. What a pass. Oh, my goodness. Dot to Cooper Jr. for 8 yards. What a throw. What a catch. The Heisman Trophy winner. Wow. 11 plays, 75 yards, 6 minutes, 31 seconds. Capped off by an 8-yard touchdown, a dot by the Heisman Trophy winner to Omar Jr. Wow. To make it 14-7. Yo, that was, man, we are watching some fantastic football right now. That was crazy. These two teams are fantastic. Woo, man. Yo, was that a dot? Shoot. Indiana's crazy good. Oh, my goodness. What a toss. Wow. Wow. Okay. 14-7. That was crazy. All right. So there's still, how much time is in this quarter? Oh, there's 40 seconds left. All right. Let's look at the stats real quick. Okay. All right. Let's go over it with Indiana. Okay. Yeah. Juan Rogers is like, this sucks. This is annoying. All right. Okay. But look at it like this. Let's just look at it as a celebration of like football. Okay. And let's use it as kind of like a baseline of like where things are at. And hopefully that doesn't make us all jump off of, the ledge. But okay. So this was their first drive because the first score came from a pick six, right? So defense making plays. Boom. What can the offense do? Well, Fernando Mendoza, this was their drive. 4 of 4, 41 yards. You look at the passes that he made, right? The outside throw to Surratt, the contested catch as well, right? That was on a big third down, right? You also look at how they ran the football. Already a commitment to running the ball, right? 7 runs for 39 yards. Pivotal. You saw the big block, right? The big lead block. Love it, right? And then you look at their receivers right here. Surratt, baller. Cooper, baller. Just wait till Charlie Becker gets involved as well. 4 catches, 41 yards. Stellar, okay? On the other side, following a pick six, how is Oregon going to respond, okay? And you have Dante Moore, who put together a brilliant drive, going 5 of 7 on that drive because his first pass was intercepted. 50 yards, and already a commitment to running the ball. 7 for 25. How many yards did Bama run for against Indiana? Sound off inside the comment box. How many yards did Bama run for against Indiana? Let me know. Big plays, right? You went to the tight end for a nice, I think that was a first down. And then you came up with a really big touchdown, right? To Johnson across the middle. I think that might have been on third down. I can't remember. But either way, Dante Moore looked a lot better in that second drive. You see how good these football teams are. Wow, that was stellar by Indiana. How are you going to stop that? Let me ask you something. And Gavin with the super chat. Thank you, bro. Does this kind of look like 23 yards, right? 23 yards. That's crazy. Oregon already has, 25? Do they have 25? Yeah, 25. Does this Indiana team, this Indiana team is fantastic. But does this Indiana team remind you like of a Bama team? Like of an old Bama team? No, I'm dead serious. Do they? Or are they better? I don't know. This team is good. Nate Bama says this. Why did we go after Marshmallow like KD instead of Saban disciple? I don't know. I don't know who made that call. There was a lot of former coaches that you probably could have went for. I mean, I don't know. And a lot of people feel in different ways about Coach Kalen DeBoer. It's taken me a while to kind of come on board, but collectively, I like DeBoer. But now you kind of look at some of the staff additions that you have, and are we going to change some things up? Because right now, what we're seeing, I don't know if you ever get this good. What a toss, man! Right, Josh Bell? Thank you. Yeah, this is like a Saban team, dominating in the trenches and running the ball. Okay, third series for Oregon. Look, running the ball, commitment, man. Yo, and can we find this out? I want to find this out too, because I'm starting to get scared. I'm with Juan right here. How much? How is this Indiana team? Is everybody leaving? Because this is ferocious. All right, we continue. It is 2nd and 6. Dante Moore, 5 of 8, and that's the end of the first quarter. Wow, that was entertaining. Shoot. Okay. Was that an entertaining first quarter? Type Y with the new emoji if you think so. If you don't, type N. Yo, Mendoza's, man. What was the total in this game? Was it 50 some? Kim points out they're like 30-year-olds. Yeah, they're old. Oh, shoot. Never forget -3. I know. What was that? Georgia, right? Oh. Whew. And don't let me see that super chat, Gavin. Yeah, more a half than Indiana's team is more than 23 years old, right? One of the oldest teams. Yeah, I'm gonna write this down. I think these are good points. Fiesta Bowl, or what is this? Peach Bowl? Peach Bowl takeaways. Peach Bowl, what I learned from the Peach Bowl. How about that? That'll be a good segment. What I learned from the Peach and the Fiesta Bowl. All right, I'll have that on my podcast too, because I'm already learning a lot of things. What's up? I appreciate it. Thank you so much. This isn't even like a real show. This is like kind of just hanging out. Everybody knows like the real show, right? I can't really explain it. I can't really explain it. I think of that Fabulous song. I always get songs in my head. It's crazy when I'm on the mic. Um, this isn't even a real show. This is like a I don't know what you call this. We're just kind of hanging out. But I have like a lot of graphics, and that's when I use a lot of visuals in my presentations. I'm a very visual type person, but I also want like my fans to have an idea of like that something that they can hold on to rather than just a voice. Now I drop a podcast at 4 a.m. that is just audio, um, and that goes out every single day at 4 a.m. Literally, I'm a machine, and that's just how I operate. Um, but and then live, I'm live 10 a.m. Monday through Friday, and then news happens or whatever. But I have a lot of graphics like this just to kind of show you what's happening. But the shows are a lot different than what right now is just kind of chill. And then we have the callers call in too, and that's fun. But I appreciate it. Thank you so much. And if you're new to the channel, think about subscribing. I appreciate it. Thank you very much for being here. I'm a very down to earth type of a dude. I would never nothing in the comment box gets me rattled. I'm 42 years old, so it's like I've gone through, unfortunately, like ups and downs, but I think that's also like part of life, right? So, same stuff, just like dad first, and then this is my full-time spot, and it's been great. It's a good life, honestly. But I've always worked for myself. I've done this for 22 years. I worked for myself, right, or 23 or whatever it is. All right. Adam wants some calls right now. All right, let's see what we got. So we have Oregon coming out. Shoot, is this what? Is this their third? Yeah, this is still their third possession. Because pick, touchdown. So now we got this one. All right, little handoff up the middle, still commitment to the run. And they're going to have a very important third down. What is that going to be? 3rd and 2. These are critical, and these are the interesting points of the game where you see the coaching schematics. Like this is where I want you watch what they do on 3rd and short. How is that different from what we do, right? No, my kids don't really say that. My kids are older. It's sad. My kids are 17 and 13. How sad is that? Shoot, man. All right, so look, what would we do on 3rd and 2? I'm dead serious. Look, hand off up the middle. God, you can't do anything against Indiana. I don't like that play call at all. That was a terrible play call. I don't like that just as much as I don't like the Wildcat. Okay, let's look at their defensive line right here. Okay. They just overpower them? Yeah, look at 6. 6 was back there within a microsecond. And then 46 off this other side. Man, holy cow. All right, well, that's that defensive line, right? All right, here's the punt. Punt is away. That's a weird punt. Terrible punt. That's going to be a punt of... Actually, it went down. That was a 50-yard punt. Wow, that worked out well. Okay, let's see what Gavin has to say. Gavin says that he treats cancer. Oh, wow. Here in Tuscaloosa. Yeah. Oh, you just moved here. Oh, welcome up, man. Yeah, no doubt, man. There's some amazing spots here to eat. You just the weekends are definitely busy, right? But there's some good spots for sure, man. Yeah, so I'm around. I'm just when people come into Tuscaloosa and stuff, it's always tough for me to kind of meet up or whatever, just because my schedule is really demanding and I'm very schedule oriented and I'm like super regimented and I'm very disciplined. That's my thing. Is like you can't being a machine. You have to operate at a certain level. So 4:30, my alarm goes off. I get up. I go work out. If you're interested to come out and work, the best time to catch up with me, honestly, if you really want to hang out, is come to our workout group. 5:30 a.m. every single day, rain or shine, besides Sunday. And you can come. It's F3 Fitness, Fellowship, and Faith. I'll be there tomorrow. Tomorrow it's at 6. On Saturday it's at 6. But it's a great group of guys, and we just put in the work. It's like boot camp style. Push-ups, sprinting, running, all that sort of stuff. That's where you can find me. That's where and I brought a lot of people out there. This is the target board, by the way. In case you missed it, right here, Tony Diaz, our little wide receiver we thought, he committed to Iowa. How about that? And then you got Adam Watford today, punter. And then Jimothy, looks like he's going to Cal. All right? Yeah, pull up, Broderick. Come out, man. I'd love it, dude. Look, it's 45 minutes. It's tough. I get it. Waking up, I don't just get up and I'm like, yeah, woo. No, getting up sucks. I went so 2 years ago I went 250 times. It's hard. But you got to put it in. Yeah, well, I grew up so I was here for 8 years. So I go in. I was the first guy there. You could ask anybody that covers a team now. There was nobody that was ever first. I was always first. I would always sit up, and I was always excited to listen to Saban. What he said, what his mental, that sunk into me. Pride in performance, consistency in performance. holding yourself accountable. It takes what it takes, right? Growing as a person. High achievers don't want to be around people that are mediocre, period. Right? And it just, that's how I operate. All right, so Fernando Mendoza coming. This is their second series. Let's see what Indiana can do. Little run up the middle. Okay, not bad. So far, Indiana has ran the football 8 times for 40 yards. Tomorrow, big game for the basketball squad. You guys going to watch that game, right? Who's watching that basketball game tomorrow? What's up, Cooling Break 26? I see you inside the comment box, man. Hope you're having a good night. Second and 10. Man, that running back's fast. Good bottle up, though, by Oregon. It's going to be an interesting third down. Yeah, basketball tomorrow. Bama takes on Texas, 7 p.m. Is anybody going to that game? Anybody watching that game? See, Chris is in the garage right now, putting in that work. Oh, yeah, I love that. That's like that Clubber Lang mentality. What's up, Dirt Bike? I love when Dirt Bike's on this stream. I don't know. I like that avatar. Makes me feel good. Fernando Mendoza, third down. He's off to the races to the outside. Okay, what I learned about Fernando Mendoza, I didn't think that this guy could move. Remember? Like going in, I watched a couple games, and I was like, you'll be able to get to him. No, this cat, it is like deceptive speed. They said it best on the TV broadcast last time. It's like watching a baby giraffe. Look at him. He just gets faster and faster. Yo, how long was that? That was a 21-yard scamper. Man. He can move. Seriously. Hand off to the outside, and they're going to get like 5 yards. So, yeah, now Indiana already has 66 yards rushing. So, did you all see that? It's the second quarter. I got to update the little scoreboard. Did you all see that Justice Haynes hit the portal? Did you all see this? And like, I get it. That ship has sailed and all that sort of stuff. But reportedly, he's going to Georgia Tech for $2 million. Did you see this? He's going to link back up with Mbakwe. How about that? Yeah. 14-7. We have 11-20 in the second quarter. We're just hanging out, celebrating this football game tonight. Fernando Mendoza in action after picking up a 21-yard rush. Another handoff up the middle. And, listening to Cignetti, he said that their game plan is to impose their will on you by running the ball. And hopefully, after pounding the rock, by the third quarter, it kind of breaks your mental. So that's what we're seeing right now is kind of that building up of Indiana kind of, pounding it. And they're showing Fernando Mendoza's LinkedIn profile. Wow, it looks nice. Analytical geometry and calculus? Yeah, nice. Yeah, Justice Haynes getting $2 million. Past the outside. It's going to be tipped. Oh, man, that was nearly picked off the tip. It's going to be 3rd and 7. Indiana is at the Oregon 37. How about that field goal kicker last night, fam, from Ole Miss? He's like the best field goal kicker in the country. All right, so 3rd and 7 for Fernando. Let's see what we got here. Here comes the blitz from the outside. Fernando Mendoza is stripped. He gets it back. Are you kidding me? He makes a man miss, and he's going to go down. Yo, that was wild. What happened there? That was weird. The guy stripped Mendoza, and Mendoza got the ball back, thought about throwing it, and then he gets sacked in the backfield. Yeah, pressure just off the outside. beat the tackle, ball popped around. Mendoza made an athletic play, got it, and then by that time, all the Ducks were there. They knock him down. Big play right there. Hey, Frank, it looks like Jimothy has been predicted to Cal. So Indiana will punt. There you go. Defense making a play for Oregon. Return man fills it at the 10. He goes nowhere. Man, Indiana tackles so well in the open field. Huh. So the groups that we have, like this morning we had 8. Sometimes it's 20. Sometimes it's 30. It's free. It's open to all men, rain or shine. Tomorrow we'll be at Butler Field, which is where the band practices at 6 a.m. So if you want to roll up, tomorrow's a perfect opportunity. It'd be great. It'd be a little soggy, but it'd be fine. We'll probably, do a combination of, running. I don't know. You should show up. All the workouts are different, too, and they're peer-led. And I'm leading 3 times this month. The latest on Coleman is just what it is. He's on his visit right here in Tuscaloosa. We don't know what he's going to do. I think it bodes well for Bama to get the last opportunity, right? So I guess we'll see how it goes. I have a little graphic too. If I have to step away real quick, this is a new graphic that I came up with. Okay, it's just me. If I have to take a small little pause or something, it's just me in the lab. I'm probably working on something. So this is it. Viewer discretion is advised. It's me in the lab. Okay. Yeah. Take your pictures. Laugh. Just came up with that. And I don't take a lot of commercials. The TV broadcast, what's crazy about this is the commercials are so long, right? Isn't this graphic hilarious? All right, I'm back. I just had to step in the lab for 1 second. And I already ate. I already had my food. Yeah, but no word on no word on Cam Coleman yet. Trust me, I pray that I'm around my computer whenever he does make a decision. How are you guys feeling about Cam? Do we have a feeling? Is anybody feeling that he comes to Bama? David asks, is Bama allowed to contact players that are not in the portal? I think you can do whatever you want in college football. I think it's lawless. I think there's just no rules. I think all you have to say is, "Oh, I didn't know," right? I think you can do whatever you want. I've never been to Cane's Chicken. Never. Cam is getting that presidential treatment 100%. Yeah. Matthew says, Kyle, does Signetti remind you of that guy in Jingle All the Way, that annoying neighbor? I don't know. He reminds me of somebody. I don't know if it's the GOAT. All right, we're back in action. Oregon trailing by 7. Oh, my goodness, another turnover, and Indiana's going to score. Dante Moore, the ball was snapped to him. I don't know what happened on the snap. He lost control of it. Indiana fell on the ball. They're literally at the 2-yard line. This is crazy. Oh, my goodness. What the hell happened? He went to throw it, and it hit the running back's arm, and the ball flew up in the air, and an offensive lineman jumped. So he went to throw it, and when he went to throw it, the ball hit the running back's arm. I've never seen that happen. That is crazy. So that's a fumble. Indiana has it. They're going to punch it in right here. What are they on? They're on the 3-yard line. Yeah, Formby going to Texas A&M, that is going to be weird. Do you think he'll start? I know you're like, what? Yeah, he's going to start. How do we know? They're about to find out. Pitch to the outside, they're running the ball. Running back goes up in the air, and he's at like the 2. Do you think that Formby will start at Texas A&M? I, I don't know. I mean, they'll find out. It's going to be. I mean, there's a lot of former guys that will meet this coming year, right? Second down and goal. Another handoff just right up the middle. See, just pounding the ball. What would Bama do in this situation? We would never give it to Daniel Hill 3 times in a row. Never. Third and goal, 8:30 before halftime. Indiana is at the 1-yard line. It is 3rd and 1. What will they do? What play? Okay, they hand it off to their running back right up the middle. Come on. Exactly. That's exactly what you do. You pound the rock. 21-7. The buzzsaw, the Indiana buzzsaws. Yeah, right. Tap dance, then throw it to Proctor. Oh man. King's family thinks it's scripted. Do you guys think these are scripted? You know what's going to be really crazy? What if like 10 years down the road, whatever, 5 years, we find out that like college football was like wrestling, right? There's still people that don't care. I mean, people love wrestling. Man, Indiana goes up 21-7. There is still 7 minutes left, and Indiana up by 14. I know we have some wrestling fans up in here, 100%. Oh man, so 21-7. All right. Yeah, we run the crispy package. All right. In case you missed it, maybe you didn't. I don't know. And maybe you thought that these guys might go elsewhere. But earlier in the news, we had Austin Mack and Keelan Russell re-sign. Right? Did you guys see this? Do we like the re-signing announcements? Type Y inside the comment box. Type N if you don't. Yeah, I guess it doesn't really bother me. It's just weird. And you have to, I guess, do an announcement for everything, right? Wouldn't it be amazing if we saw the contracts? Like how much are these guys getting paid? And why can't the thing that I've always wondered is why can't we see how much the players are being paid? Like what's the can you help me understand the difference? Why can we see how much Coach Kalen DeBoer is paid? And we can't see how much like Austin Mack is paid. What's the difference? Oh, well, he's a student. He's just going to the school for his degree. Really? Yeah. See, like Bama brings it up. Bama Viper is like Carroll resigned, Dejon Lee resigned. Now we have to have like, should I build out a graphic with all the players that resigned? I just figured they were coming back. See, thank you, Mark. Thank you. Why do you have to re-sign players that are not in the portal? 100%. I thought if you don't go in the portal, that means you're coming back. Right? T-Max is like they had to re-sign to get that back. 100%. And I bet, so once Ty Simpson left, that money for the quarterback pot, there was available, so they re-signed those guys, right? Matthew says that we should be playing tonight. I don't know, man. These teams would do the same thing to Bama. I mean, Yeah, I agree. They're not students. It would be interesting to see where they're being paid. You'd be like, wow, we're spending $1.2 million on Jalen Mbakwe and he has 15 snaps? Can you imagine? That'd be crazy. I don't know. But whatever. So these two guys, they signed. We love it. We knew they were going to, and now they'll compete. And no, so this is very important, okay? Because a lot of people are confused on this, and this is not like if you have, you know, a question about anything, get it out. There's no. This is it. This is the final portal window for this season. There's no more like spring, go settle it, and then they dip out. No, these guys. Once you're here for this season. The only way, the only workaround out of the portal is to disenroll from school and then to go somewhere else, right? So that's an important question. Is like once you're signed, that's it. And once the 16th closes, it's done. Dante Moore back to pass, steps up, crossing route, cross the middle. Maybe that was to his running back. I guess I love that play, and it's a first down. Gavin, tomorrow we'll probably have like 10 to 12, all ages. Like there could be an 18-year-old out there. There could be there's a guy who goes that he's in his 60s and he's a beast. So it's a wide range. Hand up the middle. Wow, I love this running back right here. Good pickup. It's going to be a second down and 3. Yeah, so spring portal window is closed. Second and 3 for Dante Moore out of shotgun, trying to approach the 50. Back to pass, and he's going to get sacked. I don't know if that was a coverage sack. He just didn't get the ball out quick enough, but he gets bottled up. Big third down. Yeah, Indiana's defense is salty. Let's see what happened here from the wideout, though. Okay, so you take him here. Oh, yeah, that safety. Actually, maybe if he could have got that receiver, I just don't know from the angle of it. It looked like that's where he was trying to go deep downfield, but Indiana just able to get there. So it is 3rd and 12 now for Oregon. Let's see what they do here. This is huge. Here comes the pressure. Oh, my God. Bottled up. Yo, this defense is ferocious. Is Indiana going to run away with this, fam? Yo, because Indiana also gets the ball coming out for halftime, too, right? Ooh, I like this point. I didn't think about this. I love good points like this. So, 19 Dion says this, announcing these two players, Austin Mack and Keelan Russell, that they're re-signed to get players, like better players around them. I love that. I didn't think about that. Really good point. I'll bring that up on the podcast. There's the punt. Indiana returns it. Look at this cat. Yo, nice return. Whew. Man, this team's good. We already knew that, right? But shoot. So we're just hanging out here. This isn't like this is a little bit different than my regular shows. If you catch, my shows, you'll know what I mean. But we're just hanging out tonight. It's just kind of we're kicking it. What was for dinner tonight, fam? Let's hear it. I don't know if you guys like. I I had I'll go first. I had some ground. So I made, I love sweet potatoes. So I'll make a bunch of sweet potatoes like during the week, right? And then I'll cut them in half. And then this is my favorite meal in the whole world. So I will make um, sweet potatoes, and then I'll buy a bunch of ground turkey, and I will put the ground turkey on half of the sweet potato, and then I'll put just like a drizzle of honey on it, and I'm straight. Oh, you guys are living life though. Shoot. All right, let's see. We got Alicia has hot dogs and fried potatoes. Oh my god, sounds perfect. James had pizza. Pizza. Where are you guys getting? Do you have this place in your neck of the woods called Hungry Howie's? Do you know what this is? Who knows what Hungry Howie's is? Or is this just like some straight like Papa John's, or like where is it at? Yeah, I love Domino's thin crust. Give me some pepperoni with some mushrooms. Ooh, lasagna. Man, that sounds good. Steak and mash, classic. Asparagus too. Ooh. Oh, rotisserie. You can never go wrong with the rotisserie. I love me some rotisseries. You know what the trick is for the rotisserie? I don't know if y'all do this, but I get my rotisserie when I'm gonna have the rotisserie, and I put it in a big Ziploc, like a gallon Ziploc, and then you can like smash it all together, and all the meat comes off. It's it's really easy to do it that way, rather than kind of just like cutting it. So put it in a big bag and kind of like smash it up. So Brandon just got Papa John's. Yeah, all right. I love that garlic sauce, that Papa John's garlic sauce that they have. Ooh, that hits. Um, what's up, unknown currency? Good to see you tonight, bro. Indiana really out here beating the hell out of that dude, right? Like badly. If they score right here, it's 28-7 at the break. They come back out. I mean, this is a this Signetti team is wild. Okay, let's see this. Um, yeah, same question. This is the biggest thing. Is it strange that they're dominant? I don't know, bro. It seems like as soon as Coach Saban left college football, we went to some other planet, right? It's like we woke up on a different planet of college football. Checked down by Fernando Mendoza, complete. You know what I'm saying? Saban left, and we woke up the next day in a different. Where it was like a Black Mirror episode, right? Uh, Parmesan spaghetti. Oof, that goes hard. You know what? Where I love the spaghetti from? Uh, Olive Garden. Who does Olive Garden still? Olive Garden. I'm serious. Spaghetti, meatballs, classic. The kids get the chicken Alfredo. Shotgun formation. Fernando Mendoza back to pass, and did he catch that? Oh my goodness, Surratt. He might be the best receiver in college football. This guy. Yo, the two catches that I've seen him make, the tough contested catches against pass interference, he caught it with one arm. Man, he has 3 catches for 46 yards. Surratt is a menace. Jeez. Look at this. One hand. Thank you. Oh, man. Who wants to see my highlight tape at halftime? Anybody? I'm a receiver too, not like Surratt though. Fernando Mendoza on the run. He's going to use his legs, and he throws at the last second, and it's almost a first down to Cooper Jr. Those 3 wide receivers he has are filthy. All right. What else? We tacos, people. Yo, hit me up, man. Anytime you want tacos, I'm down for it. All right. Uh, Anna, she baked some chicken. Ooh, this sounds great. That sounds lovely. Okay. Keelan Russell is the GOAT, says potatoes. Wow, with like a Cajun seasoning. Ooh, yum. Fernando Mendoza, shotgun formation. Little handoff, throws it deep. There's my boy Charlie Becker. I told you. I told you that Charlie. What did I tell you, fam? This guy is crazy good. Their receivers are outstanding. Oh my goodness, this Indiana team. Ah, I knew it. I told you. Wow. I was just talking about this guy. Was I not? What a throw by the Heisman. Oof. Man, I'm about to tell you the stats of Fernando Mendoza. 8 for 9, 102, 2 tutties. God bless. Fernando, man. Shoot. Let's see this right here. A little play action, right? Was it? Man, what a play. Froze the defense for just a second. Charlie Becker beat him on the outside. What a throw. Goes up, high points it. Catches a touchdown. He caught a touchdown against Bama as well. This is a 6'4" wide receiver. High points the football. That's exactly what they tell you to do. Comes down with it. That's a big man. Hard to guard. He probably catch another one. That guy's a menace. Charlie Becker. Hopefully I can pick him up in fantasy football. Wow. Whew, man. Indiana is a squad. This team is absolutely outstanding. 28-7, taking Oregon to the woodshed. Wow. Miss Kimberly's like, Oregon sucks. All right, let's think about this, though. I don't think that we can discredit. So, like, first of all, Indiana is fantastic. But they've also had, what, they got a pick six, and then they had that short field, right? That gave them 2 touchdowns. I mean, if Oregon doesn't turn the ball over, you know what I'm saying? Turnovers will kill you, especially against a team like Indiana. It's worse than will kill you. It will just disintegrate you, right? Man, I don't know. These guys have to Surratt has to leave, right? I told you their wide receivers, when I looked at their wide receivers compared to our wide receivers, I knew that they were way better. Shoot. Man. Gavin's saying they're like 2018 Bama. Yeah, I'm trying to think who's on that squad. I mean, 2020 Bama was, I think, one of the most ferocious too, right? More back to pass. He's hit hard. Ball goes out. Another fumble. Are you kidding me? Indiana's got it. Yo, fam, that's it. Oh, my goodness, fam. This is crazy. It's going to be, I don't know what the score is going to be of this game. Wow. This Indiana team is all business. Gets right to the right. What's the score going to be? Fam, I might be able to cut out and wake up Bama. I'm serious. Would that be okay with you guys? I like to hang out, but shoot. You think they're going to score? There's 3 minutes left. Let's see if they score right here. Here comes Fernando on the outside. Oh, my God. Fernando's making people running over people. Oh, it might be worse. Wow. Oregon shook 76-10. Shoot, man. This is wild. Some breaking news. Oh, I don't think that's 52-21. Yeah, you could see that. What was the total on this? Last night it was 52 and they hit it right on the button, right? Oh man. God, I hate these headlines. It's like Alabama officially has a quarterback competition. It's like we knew that. It's so weird, fam, like making like covering news about like things we already know, you know what I'm saying? It was only 46? That's crazy. Yeah, Davis says Austin Mack. Yeah, I mean, he was the second team quarterback this year, right? But you ask everybody else, it's going to be Keelan that starts. I'm like, I think the coaches have already told you, what the quarterback battle at least looks like for now. What's up, Day Walker? What's up, bro? Good to see you, man. Like that avatar. Indiana and how they are built is the blueprint for the rest of college football. Yep. And guess what? They're already second in the transfer portal, right? Yeah, I know. I Supernova points out, that they're, dogging on them worse than Bama. Either way, that game was terrible. I mean, at least Oregon, I guess, scored a touchdown. They had that long drive. Alabama never had that type of drive, right? Either it doesn't matter. I mean, this Indiana team is ferocious. Plus, they're taking care of they're capitalizing on turnovers. Don't turn over the football. Thanks for the super chat. I appreciate it. Hey, Lisa Lucht. Good evening. Thanks for joining us. Yeah, Indiana is a really good squad. So far, I mean, the turnovers have certainly played a factor in this game, but look at this. You got to capitalize off turnovers, right? Mendoza, look at this, 8 of 9. You look at the contested catches by Surratt, right, that he's made. He has 3 for 46. You look at the fact that they ran the football already 17 times for 54 yards, right? They're going to run the football 40 times, maybe 50 times in a game like this, right? The turnovers are the biggest difference in the game right here. 3 turnovers, and they've capitalized every single time. I would imagine that they capitalized right here and put one more on the board before halftime. There's 2 minutes to go. Handoff up the middle. That running back is ferocious. You know what? Matthew Pate, that's not a – you're right. That's a really good comparison, man. Let's see. 154 before half. Tennessee landed a commitment. Yeah, and like Brady's pointed out, they get the ball as well. Michael Fortenberry, you don't think Mr. I Win Google Me predicted this? I don't know what that means, but it sounds funny. Pass to the outside, another first down. Indiana's just fast as hell. Wait, is that their defensive back? Yeah, that's their defensive back that had the pick six. He goes both ways? Wow, Indiana's they're wild. Yo, people, I agree with this. Their running game. I mean, you look back at that. What was it? 2010 Rose Bowl when Bama had 2 guys that hit the 100 mark. They have guys, the running backs that are like that, right? And veteran, I agree, bro. Bama isn't broke, not at all. And dirt bike, that's exactly right. Like nobody is ever going to be Saban because you have to have success over like 17, 20 type of years. But in terms of like building a team and like what you have right now, this looks as dominant as a team that we've seen in college football in quite some time. I had no idea like earlier in the season, and I think they still did play a weak schedule, but I had no idea they're this good, bro. Like this team is ridiculous. Plus, they're capitalizing off turnovers, but still, they're phenomenal. A great team, fun to watch. Who doesn't look at this? Look how they run the ball. Look at how they run the ball, and you see how their running backs just boom instantly. The speed, power. I mean, they got it all. They're about to go up 35-7 before half. Dan Lanning's like, man, this sucks. Let's see what happens here. Watch. It won't be complicated. Look at that offensive line. Boom. Nice stop right there, actually. Good stuff. So it's going to be 3rd and goal. Man, this is wild. Wild stuff, fam. We'll talk at halftime. We'll go over the halftime stats, and then we'll make a call if we'll finish out or we'll dip out for the night because I do have to do a Wake Up Bama, and I like to spend time to make sure it's all polished and edited. So that might give me time to do that, and I definitely like to get some Z's tonight so I can wake up tomorrow feeling refreshed for another action-packed day. So we'll talk about it at half, but let's close this out and see where we're at. But this is something like I've always thought about coming online for games, even for like NFL playoff games. I think this could be a good spot for us to hang out because, I watch the games too, and I love just coming on for like just the observation of it, right? 28-7. Oregon is trying to stop an Indiana touchdown. They are at the 2-yard line. It is 3rd and goal. There is 1 minute in this game, right? Before half. Let's see I love what they do on 3rd downs, right? David, I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much for being here, bro. All right. I love 3rd down situations because I like to compare them. Okay, shotgun formation. Wow. Beautiful. I love that play. Mendoza just threw it to the outside. It was like a 2-yard kind of hitch. Surratt catches it. Touchdown. Did you like that play? Man. Whew. Wow. They are absolutely beating the brakes off these dudes. 35-7. Look at this play. Gets it to the outside. 3rd and 2. Surratt, they're going to the man who's absolutely Velcro, right? Are they reviewing that? Oh my God! He's gonna be like. Are they reviewing that? Was that a touchdown? Let's see what our buddy Joe has to say. Joe, what's up, man? Yo, run the ball, hit the hole, fall forward, play great defense, throw the ball effectively. Yes, preach, bro. Yes, create turnovers. Yeah, 100%. This is it. This is how you win football games, right, Joe? Yeah, B-Rob, what's up, man? It's all good, dude. I'll be watching the game myself as well. I'll probably be opening up the refrigerator. you know, the thing that bothers me is a touchdown. Duh. The thing that bothers me, does your fridge do this as well? I open it and you can't even look for 1 second and the alarm goes off. Your fridge have like an alarm beep beep. I'm like, man, just let me look for like a few seconds. I know the fridge is open. I just opened it. Does your fridge do this? Or is it just mine? Wade's World's like, this man came from James Madison and went crazy. Man. Hey, what's up, J65? Good to see you, man. 35-7. Everybody's running backs off forward but ours. Man, 35-7. Oof. Yo, this team is really, really good. Look at it's that man right there. Look at Signetti, the evil genius, writing stuff down, checking it once, checking it twice. He's gonna find out who looks nice in the portal. Oregon players about to flood the portal. What's up, Jarvis? I appreciate the super, bro. What's the score gonna be? Yeah, people are like Dave is saying makes our loss look better. Either way, everybody's getting ran out by this squad, right? Do you guys think that this is the team that wins it all? I mean, look, it's at halftime. We're like saying it's a game. I mean, what's up, Dan? He's like, bro, this game makes me feel so much better about these guys winning the Natty. Right? What could this? You know what? Think about this. If Indiana wins like the whole thing, look at Dante just launches it. Okay. If this team wins the entire thing, right, and they go undefeated, what would their record be? 15, 16. They'd be 16-0. Could you maybe say that this was like one of the best teams? No, I'm not. Look, the loss was the loss, and we all know that Bama had a lot of problems, okay? But this is a very complete team. They're fantastic. These receivers, the running backs, I mean, the defensive line. Look at this. I guess Oregon, they had that one drive, but no 5 stars, yeah. Shoot. This team is like wicked good. He just throws it away. Flag on the play. Shoot. That's a holding. I appreciate it, Nate. Thank you so much, man. Nate just says just supporting it, bro. Thank you, dog. Dan Carraway saying best team he's seen in 10 years. Wow. I think what one thing that I really like about Indiana that I feel is kind of undervalued is their running backs. I think their running backs are exceptional, Indiana's. So in this game right here, they've already ran the ball 20 times for 65 yards. Hemby, 8 for 35. Black, 9 for 27. And to make you feel better, Oregon has ran for 9 yards, okay? A lot of that, sacks, equate negatively against your overall yardage, but it is what it is. So there's officially 4,800 players in the transfer portal, if you're wondering. 4,800. Isn't that crazy? Dante Moore back to pass. 1st and 20. Pressure's coming. Man, just get the hell out into halftime. I'll always wonder if Dan Lanning was like going to be a guy. Like here, you know what I'm saying? I never know if he was like really offered or not. I don't know. Look at this nice little screen. Was Signetti like where? Okay, where was Signetti? So he must have been at James Madison, but he was never. I don't think he was ever on the radar, was he? Wow, Surratt was a zero, like unranked. That's crazy. He might be the best receiver in football. Nice hit right there. There's 5 seconds left before halftime. Yeah, I don't know. Land Danning. I like that. Yeah. Dirtbike says KD is texting Lanning saying, see? I wonder what Oregon fans are saying right now. That's funny. That'd be funny. I just okay. So it looks like they're going to kick a long field goal. This is going to be 51 yards. Does he make this? Yes or no? All right, let's see what happens. 51-yard field goal. Kick is up, and it's good. Oh, no, it's no good. I thought that was good. Oh, man, more bad news. And that's halftime, 35-7. Indiana fans are going crazy. 35-7. Fam, what do you think? Is this the buzzsaw? Shoot, 35-7. What's he saying? Signetti. Wow. Holy cow. Did someone say this is the oldest team in history? It's like a pro team. Well, yeah, 35-7, fam. I think. What do you guys think? Do you think it's over? Davis is like, where's all those Oregon fans that were talking trash, right? I don't look. This doesn't look good for anybody that played Indiana. I think it just showcases you how good this football team is, right? I mean, they're taking everybody to the woodshed right now. They could very well do this to Miami. I mean, 35-7 at halftime is ridiculous. They've capitalized on 3 turnovers. Oregon missed that field goal right there, right? I don't know. Halftime is Indiana 35, Oregon 7. Huh. Well, yeah. Let's look at the stats real quick. And the stats are telling always, right? Okay, let's go over the stats. Okay, so for Oregon, Dante Moore, 9 of 14, 112. They had that drive where they did march down the field. I mean, we can't lose sight of that, right? I mean, it was like a 14-play, 75-yard drive or whatever, and they scored a touchdown. They 17 rushes for only 9 yards, but again, right here, negative 28 because of the sacks. Not a lot of detail here other than that touchdown pass that they threw. It was a 20-yard pass, and that's kind of been it. And I think the turnovers have really been the difference of this game. Plus, Indiana, you just can't stop them, right? Fernando Mendoza, he's been fantastic. He's thrown great passes. He threw a touchdown to the outside left. That was right on the dot. He threw a deep touchdown pass to Charlie Becker. That was money. He's had 2 balls that were contested, and Surratt has caught each of those passes. Their running backs, again, commitment to running the ball, 20 carries for 65 yards. They're going to run the ball 50 times in this game again. These 2 running backs, I feel, probably the best running back combination in the country. Would you agree? Offensive line doing a really great job. This guy is the best receiver in college football. This is the most underrated receiver in college football. And then when you look to kind of the team stats, I mean, there's not a lot of difference within the yards because Indiana has had short fields a few times. Plus, they had a pick 6, right? So they scored that 2 touchdowns came on, a pick 6 and then short yardage. Passing yards, I mean, they have less than Oregon. Penalties, there hasn't been a lot of penalties. The difference has clearly been the turnovers, right? And you can't turn the ball over against a team like this. I mean, Indiana is just quality club, and that's why they're winning this game. So, but yeah, I was curious to see what would happen, and so here we are. But yeah, I think we'll probably put a cap on it for right here. I'm gonna work on Wake Up Bama. That'll drop at 4 a.m. And I appreciate you guys kicking it with me, at least for for a little bit of time. I appreciate the dialogue, and I would probably go kind of the whole length of the game, but considering there's just so much news, and I know like a lot of you look forward to Wake Up Bama, so I want it to be nice and polished. So if you guys would give me grace on that, because it probably does take me like 45 minutes to an hour to complete it all, because I got to edit it and just polish it up and get it all cleaned up for tomorrow's 4 a.m. drop. Okay. So you have a good rest of the night. Enjoy yourself. Thank you so much for the super chats. I really appreciate it. You guys support me all the time, and I really appreciate you guys hanging out. We'll probably do this for like the national championship, of course, and also some NFL playoff games as well. So just kind of heads on a swivel. That sort of stuff will be coming, right? And like I said, as I go forward, we'll probably do full games, but I think that's kind of where we're at. What do you guys think? Is that cool? All right. I appreciate you guys. And I'll catch you guys at 4 in the morning, and then, probably be live at some point on Saturday as well, because the news is just going to continue to filter in. And, of course, like you also, yeah, and we'll do basketball. And I've said I'm kind of it's hard for me to serve two masters. So, like, I really want to like take care of football before like we fully like kind of bring on basketball. But yeah, basketball, I love basketball. I love Nate Oates, and tomorrow they got a big game against Texas. And if you guys are interested in maybe some watch-alongs for basketball, we could have that too. It's just a little bit different. Like, I don't know how it operates the scoreboard, because there's a lot of more points and there's a lot of more moving parts. So, but we could figure all that out. It's all good, right? Yeah, I appreciate you guys. So thank you so much. Yeah, it's been a really fun day to be able to cover the game and enjoy it. Yeah, thank you so much, Michael. Yes, nice super chat, man. That's a good one. Yeah, all of them are great. I really appreciate it. So Michael says go to sleep 7 a.m. Wake up on Saturday. Yeah. So tomorrow it'll be So tomorrow our workout is at 6 a.m. and then well, I said I was going to show you. Did you guys want to? I said, have you guys seen? Some of you have seen the highlight tape. Should we end on that note? Does there anyone want to see the highlight tape? I'm bringing it up if you guys want to see it. Otherwise, we'll see it the next time. Man, that throw by Fernando. Some of these catches that Surratt made were ridiculous. RHS says, I think you can just use the live scoreboard screen from a broadcast, just the scoreboard. Yeah, that's what I was thinking for, like, if we do basketball, right? Because I think if we do basketball, we could put, like, I don't know, for example, either like the ESPN interface, or I think Google has one as well that would just show the score. That way we could just kind of, because there's no way I could, 2, 3, 2, it would be too crazy. There's no way I could do a scoreboard like that. I could barely do this scoreboard. Oh, shoot. All right. All right. We'll see. We'll bust out the old highlight tape. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Yeah, that would be fun to maybe tomorrow. We'll see. We'll see what's up. All right. Let me go to this other side. 1 second. God, Henderson. Highlights. Let's see. Man, I used to look a lot different back in the day. Not so much. All right. Let's see. See if we can bring this over real quick. You guys ready for this? I don't think you guys are ready for this. Who's ready for this? All right. You guys ready? These are some old. Look at these are some old highlights. This is black and white. All right. All right. 3, 2, 1. All right. 3, 2, 1. Hold on, got to get the old 8mm rolling. All right, here we go. Back to the highlight tape. It's back 2001, so don't be nice to me. All right. Here I am returning the kick. All right. Here we go. Make a man miss. Get up, son. Come on now. Make a man miss. Make a miss. Go. He could go all the way. Hit him with the high step. Oh, yeah. Come on. All right. Playing a little safety. Ball up in the air. Go get it. High point it. There you go. There you go. Got the spats on. The all white. Yo, that was clean. Here's my quarterback. Went to play junior college baseball. Here I am on the outside. Go get it. Bam. You know it. I love this play right here, right? The wide receiver out to the left. Grab it. Go get it. Yep, you know it. Oh, this is a big one right here. It's the inter-city rivalry game, right? Got to go up, get it. Touchdown. Man, scoop the score up in the air. How about this one? This was a muddy game. I always remember this. Yo, make a man miss. Go. Come on. Go. Could he go? He's going to outrun the official as well. Kyle Henderson inside the end zone. Uh-oh. Okay, quarterback to back to pass. Game on the line. Right, little seam route. Go get it, son. Oh, no. He did it. Yeah, let's do it. Come on. Get it to the end zone. Oh, man. I almost had to blow on myself to get in the end zone. All right, state playoff game right here. Game on the line. Go up to Kyle Henderson. He's in the back again. Oh, my goodness. Yo. Okay, how about this one? Lil Z out on the outside. Light work. Remember, get that pylon. Got it. There you go. Just like that. Look at where was this game? This game was played in like Egypt. All right. What about the D ball right here? Who's filming this? Bam, he got it. Oh, my goodness. Little outside. Okay. Make a move. See ya. Yep. Oh, my goodness. Playoff game. Hit him with the out and up. Go get it. Dive. Yeah. Oh, my goodness. Is that snow? Yes, it was snow. One more time. In the mud. Oh, my goodness. All right. I think that's it. Oh, more? There's more? All right. Look at the outside. Hit him with the outside. Yep. Got him. Oh, my goodness. Yo, how many yards you get? Get to the outside right there. One more time. Throw it up. End zone. You know it. I got it. Oh, my goodness. Woo. Yo, those highlights. Yo, I might hit the portal, all right? I'm hearing from University of Texas, Rio Grande, all right? So you see me in the portal. Oh, man. Yeah. Yeah, there was a time. PR Sports, what's up, man? We don't know on Cam Coleman yet. Definitely don't have Cam Coleman moves. So we're gonna see what happens with Cam Coleman. As you know, he's in town, and we'll track it. But he came to town today, and I'm sure he's getting the royal treatment, and I'm sure he's hearing about the different offers. I will say this, kind of in closing, and this is in regards to Cam. I think that, number one, you got the two quarterbacks in, right? They signed. But I think when you look on the board, I would be honest. Like, I don't feel like Alabama has these guys in. Where are they? Okay, we got some transfers in, right? But it hasn't been like nothing extraordinary. I like Hollywood. I think you're filling needs. Caleb Woodson was a fantastic addition. He'll be certainly playing. Devin Tompkins, a great spot. Maybe you get the punter to start, right? But I think like overall, Bama hasn't really like had like a showstopper like tight end come in. Now, you could look at it a couple different ways. You're like, well, you know, maybe you got confidence in the guys that you have coming back because you really do. But getting a player like Cam Coleman is a huge momentum swing, I think, for the brand. Because let's face it, like the brand right now, I think took a little hit falling to Indiana. I mean, you see how good this football team is, but let's call it what it is, right? I wouldn't be mad at this. And I have no idea what happens with Cam Coleman. I kind of feel a little bit better right now about Cam Coleman. But I do feel like David is saying inside the comment box that the most important need is offensive linemen, okay? And I do. And when I look to like the offensive line, and I know I kind of mess around, and I'm like, what happens if we had a game tonight? Like, who would be the starters? A lot of these guys are inexperienced. That doesn't mean that they're not good. I mean, Michael Carroll was fantastic this year, and he can get a lot better. But you need, I think, like a slam dunk. As great as it would be to get Cam Coleman, look, that would be monstrous because he's the number one guy. But wouldn't it be smarter to get like, or better to get like the top offensive tackle, or a top five offensive tackle, a top five guard? Because what you can see right here on the tape is, yeah, we got wide receivers, we got guys, but the clear difference up here is the offensive lineman. But I do ask you, and one thing that I'll talk to you about tomorrow on Wake Up Bama is why haven't they landed a top tier lineman? They couldn't. They didn't get Jacarius Peak to come here, right? Even this guy Jimothy, it looks like he's going to commit to Cal. So like, why are these guys going other places, right? So I think like you need to focus on bringing in some big bodies. And I like these guys. The bottom have no experience. They just got here. And the top guys, the only guy who played really was Michael Carroll. This guy did. Caden Strayhorn played in the bowl game against Texas. You see what I'm saying? Nate Bama says, now Nick Saban, the recruit's almost gone. Do you think that Alabama's going to get worse or going to get better? That's a good question. Yeah, that's a damn good question. Or, I mean, one thing that you didn't list is kind of stay the same, right? And you're only getting better or worse. You're never staying the same. Let me ask you this, and you probably are kind of more on the down right now. Does Alabama win more than 11 games next year? I think the key component to all this is like you're finally going to have a quarterback that was recruited by these guys, and hopefully that's kind of a catalyst for something to really change if you can get the offensive line fixed. But I know what you guys want. You guys want change as the offensive line coach. I get it, right? And he's still here. And maybe I was wondering is like, do you think that's affecting Alabama from getting some of these top tier linemen? I don't know. Something to think about for sure, right? All right, fam, we'll enjoy the second half of the game. I appreciate the super chats. Thank you so much for kicking with me tonight right here on Bama Football on YouTube. Wake Up Bama tomorrow drops 4 a.m., and we will keep you posted on all the news that happens, as usual, right here on Bama Football on YouTube. Stay blessed, say your prayers, get quality sleep. I love you guys. Thank you so much for always supporting me, being in my corner. And as news happens, I got you covered right here on Bama Football on YouTube. All right, see you guys. Thanks for hanging out with me. I had a lot of fun. I hope you guys did too. See you guys tomorrow.